Good morning, welcome to a overcast and wet morning here in the gardens. Hope you're all well. Yeah, it's a little bit overcast. We had some rain on the way up here, so I'm sure it'll turn up here at some point, but there you go. That's nature for you, and you can't do much about that. Bing! At least there's no glare from the sun because there isn't any. Hey! Hope you're all doing well. Got a new subscriber. On here it doesn't tell me the names. I cannot find on this mobile app where the names are, so I can't give you a shout out, but thank you for subscribing. My aim of the year is to get 15 subscribers, so I am low. I'm not disappointed, but each and every one of you, thank you for subscribing and listening to me rabble on. Rabble on or ramble on? Led Zeppelin there. Couple of things today. I've got some actual topics to go through. Number one, a lady came in the shop and she's having plumbing work done to her toilet, a kitchen, bathroom. Bloody hell, get it right, man. And she was chatting about it. People like to chat, which is all good for me because I like to chat to people. And she was saying that her plumber had got the money and hadn't been back for a while to do the actual job. Now, people in Britain of a certain age might remember, oh squirrel, people of a certain age might remember a program that used to be on called Road Traders, where, and this was years ago, where people would take on a job, electricians, plumbers, etc., and not actually turn up to do the work. So this has been going on for years. And it's still a thing now, which surprises me. It's not happened to me because I rent, so it doesn't really bother me. But I felt sorry for the woman because she literally paid her money and he'd come up with all these excuses not to come and do the actual work. Now, as the law stands at the moment, get this, if you're not in Britain, you might not know this. If you are, you possibly do, you possibly don't. But the law stands, if you run a company and you can take all the work on you need, then when you get to a certain point, you file for bankruptcy, so it diminishes you of all responsibilities to the tasks you've been given or taken or been paid for, and you can then set up another company with a different name and do it all over again. So that's kind of the world we live in the UK at least, where you've got dodgy buggers who will turn around and take your money and not do the work and then disappear. And it still happens. I mean, this program was on like, what, 15 years ago, maybe more? And I'm surprised that they still haven't figured out a way of fixing it. Like, for example, I said to the woman, hope the water behind is not starting to rain a bit. Hopefully the woman gets hold of the plumber and the work gets done. But it's just, in this day and age, it just surprises me. I mean, she was quite upbeat about it, which was quite surprising, because if that had me, I'd have flipped to shit. I'd have gone absolutely ape on it. But it amazes me in this day and age where you've got companies that can do this sort of shit. Even after 20 years, there's nothing been learned from situations like this. Just, it amazes me. Pigeon, sorry, mind flicks everywhere. Squirrel. It just amazed me, and the thing is, she was all good about it, which is fine. But my God, I mean, really, you know, I don't understand how people can get away with this shit still, even to this day. You would have thought that 15, 20 years ago, when this was actually made, highlighted and made a thing of, that the doors would have changed to say, okay, you can't do that. You can't just have a company, file for bankruptcy, and then start another one up which is exactly the same thing with a different name and do it all over again. Now, also it brings in disrepute, English, my first language, strangely. Honest plumbers and electricians, which out there are many of them. So this is not slandering the whole community, obviously. But it just amazes me that people can get away with this shit. And I felt sorry for her. I mean, it was one of these stories that stuck in my head because it's like, you know, this should have been taken care of. But I don't know. Like I say, I've never had it myself, but if I had, I'd be headhunting, I reckon. I wouldn't have that, no way. So I kind of kept my fingers crossed for her. She had a little baby and all the rest of it, so she was, I mean, they obviously need the bathroom sorted out because she's got a little kid. I don't know how many bathrooms they got, but it's just amazing to me how it all escalates to this point. Really weird. Hopefully that water in the background doesn't make you want to go for a piss. It's lovely, but makes you want to cross your legs. Okay, is it still raining? Or has it stopped raining? Or is it not raining? It's not raining. So that's that point. So the law has to be changed on that one. I can't see how it's not been done already. I mean, it's a lot of laws that are screwed up beyond all recognition. It's kind of very strange. Second point, which is totally different to what that one is. I think pigeons have got a death wish. I think a lot of pigeons want to die. Now, you may have already figured this out in your head yourself, but let me go to my conclusion. Pigeons have the trees, they have lampposts, they have areas. Morning! They have the entire sky to fly around in, but they still get run over. How the bloody hell does that happen? I can only assume they're either doing it for a bet, pigeon bets. It's normally pigeons as well. They're either doing this, probably because there's more of them. They're either doing it for a bet with other pigeons. They all hang around in a corner somewhere going, right, all right, Dave, I bet you can't fly in front of that lorry. Will you watch me, Frank? I'm going to fly in front of that lorry. I'm going to get so close, my wing's going to clip it. All right, Dave, off you go. Flies, and then bump. And it sounds like the rantings of a madman, but I mean, I don't get it, how they get run over. How does a bird get run over? What does it have to do? It walks out? You know? They get clipped by, I mean, there's a lot of sky. I showed you earlier, in case you were unsure. There's a lot of bloody sky out there, so I reckon that some of the pigeons are suicidal. Don't know, could just be me. You never see a seagull dead though. They always stay the fuck away. Pigeons, poof. Maybe, like I say, it's the amount of pigeons per versus whatever. But that's my theory anyway. I know it's a bit of a weird one, but there we go. Morning. I think there's some credence in it. I think I'm onto a thing here. I could probably start a whole paper on it. I'd get funding as well. Because if the law's that screwed up with plumbers and electricians, I should get some sort of a grant for writing a pigeon paper. The Flying Times. Pigeon Poo Weekly. I don't know. I'm just throwing things out there, see what happens. I know the new subscribers are going, what the fuck is this? But bear with me. I'm getting topics. But yeah, just because I walked past one today and it was dead, obviously, because it was flattened. I tried to breathe life into it, but it didn't work. I gave it I didn't kiss the life. I'm not that crazy. But I tried respiratory finger work, which sounds wrong. And it was still flat, so you couldn't get a foot pump up the arse. But yeah, so that's my theory on pigeons. So you've had my theory on plumbers and electricians and my theory on pigeons. Am I mad? Probably. Does it matter? Probably not. Does it get me through the day? Absolutely. So, my thought of the day, my thing of the day, based on those two, I think this is going to be very controversial. I think a lot of laws in Britain are crap. Oh, I know. Even that statue looked at me weirdly. Hang on. He's giving me the evils, look. Look at that. Is that a cross or is it some sort of weapon? Don't know. It's like the weapon out of Krull with the knives coming out. I'm gonna get struck by lightning now. Oh well, it was nice knowing you. But yes, there's my theories on plumbers, electricians, the law, and pigeons. Don't know how I'm going to put this as a title. Don't know how I'm going to put this as a description because it's all mental. But can I use the word mental? Probably not. Just did because I am, so I'm allowed to. It's called self-defacing. But yeah, so if you see a pigeon, lying flat on the road that's been run over. Just try and figure out how the bloody thing got there. There's your thought for the day. And any other birds. I mean, hedgehogs I get, because they're slow-ish. So they're going to run. They can't fly. Not that I've seen. But pigeons, it's like I've been drinking, isn't it? God. Imagine if I had been drinking. Jesus, my day would be gone. But yeah, that's my insight in pigeon law and stuff. So I'll come up with better topics. I think that's the best way to do it, because otherwise you're all gonna try and get me locked up. Anyway, that's it. That's over 10 minutes of prattling on about plumbers and pigeons. That might be the title, plumbers and pigeons. There you go. Beautiful, rolls off the tongue like a pigeon rolls off the front of a car. I mean, it's just ridiculous. Stay in the air. The hell are you doing? As if I walk past a bird, I say stay off the road. I mean, how the bloody hell? A, they don't understand me, and B, why the hell would they be on the road in the first? Do you know, I'm getting into I'm going into a hole here of craziness. So yeah, so you know, it's pheasants again. Parrots don't get them in this country flying wild, so it's not a problem. Anyway, have a great day out there, yeah. My eyes seem wider. I had less sleep, but I've been a bit more awake. Not that you could tell by the way I'm talking, but there we go. Anyway, have a good day, and I shall catch you tomorrow. I wasn't on yesterday because I was on a break, and I wasn't on the day before because we had to go with the school kids on the bus because the bus was late, and that drove me so mad. I thought, I'm not going to do a video because it will be literally every other word will be swearing. So I'm saving you from the blasphemous chat of my mouth hole. Anyway, catch you all later. Have a good one. Bye.